All right, team, what's going on? We're going to go ahead and get started, man. I'm a little late. Sorry about that. Had some technical difficulties. We're going to go ahead and start looking at some volume plays. All right, that's really what I want to pay attention to today. Volume is what's, killing it for us, and that's the stuff that we want. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little, a little music on. I like the Breaking Benjamin channel, and we're just gonna rock through this, man. So a lot of these are just high volume plays that we're gonna play. Uh, I'll go ahead and let you guys see me for a little bit. Hopefully you can see me plus the screen. All right. We're gonna go ahead and look at some of these high volume plays and get into this. Now, understanding these high volume plays, these are a lot of these are just based off of today. So it could be penny stocks and other things. If you guys joined the TWR penny trade on the Telegram application that we have, you guys know that we pushed out this one earlier, this quadruple C, right? C4 Therapeutics. This was absolute killer, guys. We're looking at a move in pre-market. It was even spiking down here. Obviously, you see it gapped up. I think we started alerting it about 1.8 when we started seeing it coming out of consolidation, and it just absolutely just taken off. So absolutely good trade right there. Any of you guys took that alert? Congratulations. That's what I'd call a winner chicken dinner on the penny stock. Now, don't fall in love with penny stocks, guys. Don't fall in love with them, okay? Because here's the deal with penny stocks, man. This could be the next big thing. You never know. But right now, it hasn't proven itself to be the next big thing. So we're just here to make some money, man. We're just making some money riding these waves that you can see here. Once we start to see it kind of drop off the momentum, start losing these moving averages, we're going to go ahead and close out. So, our average was about 1.8, right? We're up here, about 2.4. We trim out about 2.6, make some money on the highs, move that stop loss to about 2. Okay. Everything from there on is all money. All right. It's all money. So that's all you got to worry about is just staying in profit. All right. ADTX. This is another one. We are paying attention to this one. This one been halting pretty hard. You see in pre-market, it took off pretty good. And then at the very beginning of the bell, it just absolutely just exploded. We ended up alerting this one on the penny stock market platform in the sixes. So we're kind of playing around with this right now. We have a stop loss around about 550 on this one. So we're just playing with this one, seeing if we get the next push to the upside. Right now we're below our moving averages. Looks like it's losing some steam, but it still has high volume. I mean, look at the volume. It's the second highest volume today that we're looking at on the stock market. So definitely people are interested in it, and it could easily push back up on some volume. It's cheap. All it has to do is get some people into it. Why am I talking about these penny stocks? Why am I not talking about the blue chips? Well, the penny stock market is hot. Okay. A lot of people, they get tired of, trading and hearing about, the NVDAs, the Magnificent Seven, stuff like that. And a lot of people, they don't trade options. Okay. They've gotten turned off on options. And one of the reasons why is because options are definitive. You have an expiration date, right? So if you don't make your money, if you spend $100 and you don't make your money by X date, you lose. All right. And another thing with options is they're great because it can also magnify your winnings dramatically, right? That's why we like options. But a lot of people are kind of tuned off on the options and they're still playing it, but they're trying to hone their skill and their strategy. So we go into the penny market while we're, refining the option strategy, and we play the penny stocks like Sido. Look at this, man. Sido. Who doesn't have, who doesn't have 25 bucks to write 25 bucks to go in and get 100 shares of Sido just on a whim? Who knows what'll happen with this? I mean, right now it doesn't look like it's doing good. We got a downtrend, but look, Sido today was at 17 cents, right? You buy 100 shares of that for 17 bucks, okay? And you ride that up, that's a double. Okay, that's a double. That's easy money, guys. That's easy money. You pay attention to these penny stock markets. Just turn scanners on, you look for volume. Volume increases, boom, you pop in, you follow the wave, okay? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but don't fall in love with these penny stocks. Do not fall in love with the penny stocks. They're worthless, okay? All they are is just for you to make some money, right? Give you an example, BNGO, right? Let's look at BNGO actually. Everyone was like, oh, BNGO, BNGO. Where's BNGO now? Look at that. $1.42. All right. BNGO. Okay. Prime example of why you don't fall in love with the stocks. All right. And Nikola, another good example. Now, I'd be trading Nikola. Why not? 69 cents here, 73 cents there. Yeah. You buy 1,000 shares of this, boom. You ride the momentum. Okay. Whenever Nikola comes up on volume, I'm paying attention to it. Definitely. All right. Now, let's get into some of these big boys. AMD. Look at this ride. All right, we're on the 5-minute chart here, riding. We rode this up. Okay, guys, any of you that were in the spread that we did, look at this. We did the spread last week, right? We took the spread here, rode the spread, came through some volatility, and then absolutely took off. And we were able to maximize on the spread. Okay, you can only make so much money potential on spread, so you max profit. Once you hit max profit, don't hold it for a miracle of more money. You're not going to make it. Okay, you hit max profits, max profit, secure it. Take your money and run with it. Okay. We did the same thing on AVGO yesterday. All right. You can't make any more than your max profit when you do the spreads. That's the beauty of the spreads. It protects you from theta, right? But your max potential is capped at a certain potential based on when you get in and the spread contracts that you get. Okay. But it protects you because theta's not coming knocking at your door because you're buying and you're selling at the same time. So it counteracts the thing as opposed to going straight with it. And theta keeps knocking at the door if you're not making your move towards the direction that you're going. But AMD is struggling a little bit, but that's okay because we peaked too hard. All right. We were due for the cool down. I expect probably a little bit more cool down too. I wouldn't be surprised if we cool down about $2 more and we level out, kind of consolidate a little bit before we start to see if we're ready for the next jump. Because we already had one leg up, consolidation, another leg up, consolidate, huge push, cool down. Anytime you see this 2-leg strategy, up 1, up 2, huge pump, you need to look for that cool down strategy right there. So I'm not surprised on that one. So I wouldn't be playing the cool down because it can always pop back up, but definitely we're coming close. Look at this. We got a short moving averages. It's coming right back up on the 50. We're coming to a decision point. So right here is a decision point. Let's go ahead and draw something on there. Right. So right here, this is our decision point. Something's going to happen. Okay. We're either going to break to the upside and go retest this previous high. Okay. Or we're going to break down and we're going to go probably to the next shelf. And when I'm talking about shelf, I'm talking about the next period of tight consolidation, which probably won't be this because this was kind of still incline. We'd probably go down here and test here, which goes in line with that dollar push to the downside 135. See if we can hold support because that was our last shelf where we consolidated in range with nice thick candles. Okay, so we're looking for the move. All right, we're either going to break and go make a run, retest the previous high, or we're going to break to the downside and test support over here. What are you doing, kitty? Sorry, my cat's like acting really weird right now. Get out of here. Come here. You guys want to say hi? Here's Cupsy. Can you say hi, Cupsy? Say hi, Cupsy. All right, Mara. I like to play these crypto blockchain stocks more so than the coins and crypto themselves. All right. So Mara, Riot, and Coin, those are the ones I like to play. I'll play some simple crypto stuff, but I'm still not convinced on crypto as a whole. When I think of crypto, I like blockchain technology. All right. Not so much the coin or the token of crypto, but I like the blockchain technology that's around it. Mara, Riot, Coinbase, because it's US, it's regulated, so on and so forth. I like that as well. So Mara looks like we got a buy signal, kind of got a little pullback. So you might have an opportunity for a decent in on this one. I wonder what options look like. Let's look at some option chain. Give yourself a little bit of time though. Calls, volume. Hey, this isn't bad. 14.5 right here for push to the upside. Got the volume, not bad. We can go out the money a little bit. 16. Got some decent volume as well. at 60 bucks. I bet if we came in the bid ask spread, I bet if we came in at 60 bucks, we'd be able to fill eventually 62, maybe. We could fill probably immediately at 62. I bet if we came in at 60, we'd get it on a pullback. That's a limit order, guys. Sometimes when you see us say things, analysts talk about limit orders, or you'll see us put something in there like Mara 16 strike 22 December entry 60, right? And you look at it, you're just like, dude, the entry 63, that's what I'm looking at. Well, it might be that they're putting it as a limit. I usually like to highlight when I do limits. I think it's more of an honest way to alert, limit order at 60, because it doesn't portray it as I'm alerting at 60. It's like, hey, I'm putting a limit order in. So if it gets to 60, I'll trigger. All right. It's not that that's my entry yet. It's my supposed entry. If it never triggers, it's not there. But if it triggers, we're in. So I like that. But yeah, we're pulling back a little bit. We can go ahead and take this trade if we want. I think this is relatively safe. Let's go ahead and take this trade. We'll lock this one in real fast. I like this. Mara, we're gonna do. Let me look at the chart real quick, though. I don't want to just do it off of a whim. Go to 4 hour. Uh, I don't like long now. I like long on the 5 minute. I don't like long on the 4 hour. We got the H formation forming. Okay. I don't like this pattern here. Anytime you see this pattern here, let me try to get this for you. See if we can do this. So, all right. All right, anytime you get this, all right, this is a common formation that you see, an H formation, okay? You get your leg here, and you can think of an H, right? Where you kind of have like your up wedge here, and then your other leg here. You're most likely going to get a leg to the downside. So 5 minute chart look good. 4 hour chart does not support it. You gotta stick with the strategy. We're not gonna go ahead and get into that trade. If we did do it, let's go. I'd look at a put. I'd do a put. A put pushing it back down. I mean, just the H pattern itself would be the way to put would go. We'll see what the volume looks like pushing out to 22 December. See, people aren't seeing it yet. This is where you get into to the trades, man. People don't see it yet. 14, that's the one I would be doing, coming right at 60. I'm going to go ahead and take this trade. Just one contract. Test that H theory, okay? We're going to test that H theory, all right? You guys saw it here. H pattern on the 4 hour chart. We look good. 5 minute, right? Look good for 5 minute for potential retesting of highs and breaking out and stuff. But you can see the pattern here forming, and then you come out further, right? Let's go 30 minutes, right? You can see it you can start to see it forming on the 30 minutes. We even have a sell signal on the 30 minutes right here. You can see the H pattern forming here, and you come out further on the 4 hour chart. Yeah, and it's not supported. Okay, it's also H pattern, also kind of like constellations, right? You got bigger constellations. They have internal constellations. H pattern is usually coupled with a modified inverse cup and handle as well, if you will. So you got your H pattern, right? Think of your seat, instead of being like a flat seat like this, it's a rounded bottom seat, kind of like a bucket seat. Your inverse cup and handle, that'll come down as it forms out of the cup. Okay, it's two downsides. So yeah, I'm gonna take one. I'm gonna do this right here. I'm actually gonna come right at the ask. And we'll go ahead and do 14. Just one. Just one. Okay. All we need is one. All right. And we're buying time, 22 December. Just say, yep. All right. I'm locked in. All right, so I'm gonna push that one out on the platforms, guys. You guys heard it first. Mara, $14 strike put, 22 December, based off of chart pattern, the H formation. Okay, so we're gonna test that and see if that one comes out. Oops, I don't care about that. NVDA. Oh, flagging. I like NVDA. 5 minute here. Let's look at the 15 minute. Yeah. Yeah. We got a pin it for me. I like this for the push to the upside. Yeah. I think this one would be a good opportunity to go ahead and take a long position on. Uh, I think the retest, long position, pushing up, coming up towards consolidation zone up here, back here. And give a nice little $5-6 push to the upside. Yeah, out of the break out of here. I think this would be a good one to go ahead and swing. Swing for them. Now it's risky because you do have these lower levels here, right? But coming out of this pattern, you got some levels pushing to the upside. I like it. Coming up here to go retest. Let's take a look, see how much we got. No, where's the volume at? That's what I want to look first. When I'm looking at contracts, I'm always looking at volume first. We're looking at calls. First things first. Oh, it's juiced. Oh. As expected, right? As expected. Because we're pushing out to 22 December. We went closer. This isn't bad. 480. This seems to be the best bang for your buck here. I don't like the delta to theta ratio though. Man, I mean, if we don't start pushing in the direction to the upside, we start to lose money almost immediately. And it's already the 12th, we got to be moving, you know what I mean? But coming out of that pattern, this beast, I'm gonna think about this one. I'm not gonna jump the gun on this one. I want more definitive answer. I want to see us break out of this pattern first. We start to break out. I'm gonna set a trip. I'm gonna set an alert. Uh, dude, get out of here, man. Oh, there it is. Above. All right. I'm gonna set my alert, okay? We go ahead and then I'm gonna set my alerts here for the breakdown. All right. So these are my triggers. Okay. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm setting a trigger. Okay. We break out of above to the upside. I'm going to look for that's okay. AMD likes to move a little bit. I'll probably look for the 485 to 490. Obviously the price will change a little bit, but 490 won't be too bad. You're still staying in range of what NVDA will do. 485 will probably be our best bet. For an out of the money contract. That's my idea. Okay. So if we trigger off the alerts, those are the ones we're gonna look at. 485, 490 calls. If we trigger to the downside, I'll be looking at this one. 455. I'll be looking at the 455 um put to downside. If we trigger to the downside, I'll be looking at that one. 455 put. I think we got more of the chance to the upside though. So Apple, looking like we want to break. Good opportunity to go ahead and go long here to Apple. Probably the push towards the gap that we had up here. Be a nice $2 move on Apple. Always a good opportunity. Let's go ahead and take a trade on Apple. I like this setup here. Longer chart supports it. I mean, we're coming at, I mean, we're on the upper 50-50 of consolidation. You can see that here. All right, if we were to draw, right, let's go and draw a rectangle, right, then let's put a horizontal line right smack in the middle. Okay, boom, right? We're on the upper half of this. So you give yourself the probability, okay, box of probability here, right? All right. But on the downside of this, probability is high to come down and test the lower levels above the 50-50 line. Probability is high to go ahead and test the levels of the upper side. So probability wise, we're going to go ahead and go with calls pushing out to 22. I wonder what people are betting against Apple. Wow. The puts have more volume. I am shocked. No, not actually not. Okay. I was gonna say. I was like, wow, I'm actually shocked. We're gonna take this one right here. The 197.5. Come in, come in right at 74. We'll go in at the ask. I like that one. We got a question. Someone will give me a question. And I'll post these in my alerts too and the live stuff. 1975. 7.75. That's the price. Just waiting to fill. Gotta let it fill. There it goes. Just taking one. Anytime we do these live trades, unless I say otherwise, it's gonna be one contract. Okay. Just we're testing theories here. I can't go live, say stuff, and then not take the trade myself. Okay. That's what frauds do. Okay. That's what Z trades. That's what that Bullwinkle dude does. All right. Bullwinkle, if you listening, you know the deal. Should quit trading, man. Quit ripping people off. Anyway, I'm throwing some hate, man. That's what Stockmo does too, man. He ain't a real trader. You feel that shade coming in, right? The shade. Anyways. All right, Tesla. Let's look at Tesla. Tesla's pumping. We're already in calls on Tesla, so we're good. Coming out the bottom of Tesla, looking good. We're above our moving averages. Tesla looks good for a long position. If you're not in Tesla right now, out the money positions, 245 calls, 245 calls push out to the 15th. 130. You could even probably go 250s out the money. Look at the volume on there, okay? If you're not in these already, might be a good time, man. Tesla's pumping a little bit. We just got a buy signal on it on the 5 minute. Hey, get you some. Get you some. PLTR. Got a W formation forming here on PLTR. I could see the case for it to go up. It got beat up a little bit here recently. It's but it's still downtrending. Looking like kind of wants to come down for another leg to downside. I mean, look at that. I mean, that came all the way down. So I could see it. This is risky to go long right now. We want to definitely see it break. We don't want to go long on PLTR. until we break above 18. Okay. So if you're not in PLTR down here at like these levels, okay, do not go long on PLTR until we break above this 18. We break above this 18 level, then go ahead and start nibbling in long positions. All right. Then we can start riding it to 20 and stuff like that. But the probability of more short first back towards 15 is higher probability than the push to the upside, given the news that it has. One thing I want to look at before I let you guys go, Oracle. Hey, apologize if you took that trade that we did on Oracle. I told you guys it was a lotto. Okay. So, you put the lottos out there because, they're lottos, just like buying a lottery ticket, but I still feel bad, man, because this one absolutely got destroyed and it keeps going down. Okay. So terrible forecast, terrible outlook. Now, once we do find a bottom, okay, I do want you guys to start looking at accumulating shares, understanding that this is framework for artificial intelligence. All right. Um, Oracle, Cisco, these other ones like this. Okay. They have a lot of things in the future to do. They just don't right now have a solid plan of a path to profitability. Okay. So they got some troubles, but once we stop the waterworks and we get to a point where we quit dripping and we start to see it kind of consolidate at the bottom, that's where we're going to start coming in and we're going to start picking up some shares long. We're going to start looking at some leaps and we'll start buying because it's not going to be down here. I mean, it's a good stock. It's a solid stock. It just had a bad quarter. It had a bad quarter and it's giving some guidance that not necessarily is the best guidance that you want to hear. Um, Oh, last one. Before I let you guys go, last one. Google. All right. We're going to go short on Google. All right. This is a bet that the antitrust stuff, okay, is going to jack Google's world up. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I got a feeling it's going to push Google back towards 130. All right. Google's a juggernaut, so it's going to be all right. All right. But it's gonna hurt. I mean, it's the app stuff. It's like $200 billion. $200 billion worth of revenue potentially at stake with this app stuff. That's a big chunk of money. Okay. So that's nothing to sneeze at. Okay. If it was like $2 million, even $200 million, Google probably could be like, whatever. But $200 billion, that's some money. All right. That's some money. That's some serious money. And Google needs to get that stuff squared away. So I could see them having some struggles to the downside. So we're going to look for some downturning pressure here on Google towards 130. And right here, we might get a little bit of pop off of some momentum, but I got a feeling we're probably gonna just kind of people are gonna pop it up and then they're gonna sell, and it's gonna pop it up and sell as we keep tracking to the downside. All right, guys. Hey, that's all I got for you. Listen, remember, Discord is free for the holidays. I got a whole bunch of free stuff over there. Listen, I give you guys good stuff for free. You want the great stuff. You want that Snoop Dogg sticky icky. That's the premium stuff. Okay. You got to pay the piper to get that stuff. But I got some great and good stuff for you over down the Discord. The links are in the description. Check out our platform storefront, man. Lots of stuff in store for TWR. We got a town hall coming up at the end of December where we're going to lay out our 2024 campaign, all the stuff that we got going on. So definitely keep a lookout for the town hall link. And as always, if you're ready, follow me and let's go to war, man. Hopefully you got some value and learned a little something here on this live trading, and we'll see what happens with those trades, man. I'll push them off of the alerts and, we'll try to make some money out of those. Later.